Hello and welcome to Richard Pierre II's backstory video. So, as usual, some quick information about this boy. He is one of the love interests in the story. He is a royal vampire, and if you want to know more about the vampires, just check out the All About the Vampires video in the SD Story playlist. His age at the beginning of the story is 28. What he does for a living, he is a COO of RP Incorporated and a CEO of Pierre. His height is 6 feet tall. His sexual orientation is heterosexual. He has no siblings. He lives in Toronto, Canada. And his favorite pastime is working. He's a workaholic. His ethnicity is French and Haitian. And his doll sculpt is an Applehouse Rex hybrid. Richard had a very busy childhood. His family moved a lot, and he was always the new kid at school. He was often a target of bullying, and thus became very shy and introverted at a young age and spent most of his time reading books. It wasn't until his family moved to Canada that he was at a stable residence. That's when he made his first friend and protector, Angel. And he started to become more extroverted. Richard was always at the top of his class because of his love for books and hard work. In high school, Richard decided to follow his father's path in business. His father was beyond happy with him. His approval meant a lot to him. High school, however, is when the trouble began. Richard met a girl completely different from him. She was goth, had a ton of piercings, pale, and carefree. Richard was drawn to her, and for some reason unknown to him, she was drawn to him as well. They started dating, resulting in turmoil with Richard's home life. His father did not approve of this girl, and told Richard repeatedly that humans were dangerous. Richard's father didn't want anything to sway his son to be more human and not to become full vampire. Richard was deep in the caves of love and brushed off his father's warnings. Richard started to spend all his free time with his girlfriend. They planned for the future, and she even thought it was cool that Richard was a half vampire. Richard planned to propose to her after graduation. One day, Richard's girlfriend started to act strange, and within a month's time of him digging and searching, Richard discovered that she had cheated on him. Richard was destroyed. He didn't try to figure out who she cheated with because he knew he would kill them in an instant. Richard became more introverted and was depressed. His father was right about humans. Richard found comfort once again in books and work. Richard headed to business school and graduated top of his class. He didn't speak to anyone if he didn't have to. He just focused on the creation and launch of his own clothesline with his father's help. And after graduation, Richard went straight to work. He launched Pierre, a fashion line dedicated to business attire. He also worked with his father's company, learning the ins and outs of the company he would one day inherit. Richard locked his feelings out, his heart still hurting from the betrayal of his first love. A few years later, Richard met a strange, airheaded woman named Sunny, who he hired as his secretary. She drove him insane, but also made him laugh regularly. Richard started to feel alive again, and when he hired another out-of-the-ordinary woman named Charles, who challenged him intellectually and was spontaneous, Richard really started to live again. Richard liked having fun around the office. He started to feel like himself again, something he felt like he had lost long ago. He even started to go out again. He stopped sleeping at work and stopped spending his weekends in financial charts. Richard couldn't help but start developing feelings for those two eclectic women. Richard is trying to figure out his feelings, but is terrified of getting hurt again. He's terrified of losing it all once again.